Most men over 60 struggle with weaker erections, lower energy, and frustrating bedroom performance. But what if I told you there's one simple drink that takes only 1 minute a day and can make a real difference? This isn't a gimmick or another risky supplement. It's backed by real science and what I see in my patients every day. In this video, I'll explain why circulation, not testosterone, is the real problem for most older men. You'll learn how one natural drink can boost nitric oxide, improve blood flow, and support stronger, longer-lasting erections. I'll share how this drink works, what the studies say, real patient success stories, and mistakes that can block your results if you're not careful. Stay with me until the end, because the final section will give you the complete plan that ties everything together for maximum results. Before we get started, drop your city in the comments below. I want to see where you're watching from, and if you find this information helpful, like this video and subscribe to Glowing Age. Your support allows me to keep bringing you these valuable lessons. The real cause behind weak erections after 60. Most men assume that weak erections after 60 are simply caused by low testosterone. While hormones do play a role, they're rarely the root problem. The real issue that steals erections in older men is blood flow. Without healthy circulation, even normal testosterone levels can't fully restore performance. An erection is not controlled by willpower or desire alone. It's a complex vascular event that requires smooth, efficient blood flow into the erectile chambers. Inside the penis are two long, sponge-like structures called the corpora cavernosa. When you're sexually stimulated, blood vessels leading into these chambers dilate, allowing blood to rush in and expand the tissues. The stronger the blood flow, the firmer and more reliable the erection. The problem is that with age, those blood vessels become less responsive. The inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium, starts to stiffen. This process, known as endothelial dysfunction, makes it harder for blood vessels to open wide enough to support strong erections. It's not just happening in the penis, it's happening throughout your entire vascular system. The same process contributes to high blood pressure, heart disease, and poor circulation in the legs. Erectile dysfunction can often be an early warning sign of broader cardiovascular issues. One of my patients, Robert, 68, came into my office frustrated. He still had sexual desire, but his erections had weakened over the last few years. His testosterone levels were in the normal range. He had tried various pills, but found they offered only temporary help. After evaluating his cardiovascular health, we discovered early signs of arterial stiffness and elevated blood pressure. The real problem wasn't hormones, it was his circulation. This is extremely common. As men age, their production of nitric oxide decreases. Nitric oxide is a molecule your body releases to signal blood vessels to relax and expand. Without sufficient nitric oxide, blood vessels stay constricted, limiting blood flow. This reduction starts slowly in your 40s and accelerates after 60. Without enough nitric oxide, your penis simply cannot fill with enough blood to create a strong erection, no matter how high your testosterone may be. Scientific studies back this up. Research published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine has shown that endothelial dysfunction and reduced nitric oxide availability are among the most common contributors to erectile dysfunction in older men. Another study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that improving vascular health can often restore erectile function, even when testosterone levels remain unchanged. It's important to understand that your penis acts like a pressure gauge for your overall vascular system. If blood isn't flowing well during arousal, it's usually not flowing well in other areas of the body either. That's why erectile dysfunction is so closely tied to heart health. In many cases, it's one of the first signs that your arteries are beginning to narrow and lose flexibility. When patients like Robert begin addressing their vascular health by improving circulation, supporting nitric oxide production, and reducing arterial stiffness, they often see significant improvements in both sexual function and overall vitality. It's not about chasing hormone levels or quick-fix medications. It's about addressing the real cause at the source, your blood flow. The good news is that circulation can often be improved naturally with the right lifestyle changes, targeted nutrition, and specific compounds that support nitric oxide production. In the next section, we'll dive into one simple drink that has been scientifically shown to help restore blood flow, support vascular health, and improve erections even in men over 60. The secret power of nitric oxide. You can't have a strong erection without nitric oxide. This one molecule controls the entire process, yet most men have never even heard of it. As a urologist, I explain to my patients that nitric oxide isn't just important. It's absolutely essential for healthy sexual function, especially after 60. When you're sexually aroused, your brain and nerves send signals that release nitric oxide inside the blood vessels of your penis. This molecule tells the smooth muscles in your blood vessel walls to relax. Once relaxed, the vessels dilate, allowing blood to rush into the erectile chambers. That surge of blood is what creates and maintains a firm erection. The problem is that as men age, nitric oxide production steadily declines. After 60, many men have up to 50% less nitric oxide compared to their younger years. Without enough nitric oxide, the blood vessels don't dilate properly. Even when desire is strong, your body simply can't open the floodgates wide enough to support a full erection. One of my patients, George, 71, came to me frustrated. He still felt desire but couldn't maintain firmness like he once did. His testosterone levels weren't the problem. His overall health looked fairly stable, but his erections were unreliable. After reviewing his case, I explained that declining nitric oxide was the silent issue. Without enough of it, his vascular system wasn't responding efficiently, leaving him with partial or short-lived erections. The science is clear on this. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine identified nitric oxide deficiency as a central factor in age-related erectile dysfunction. Another study from the International Journal of Impotence Research found that therapies aimed at increasing nitric oxide levels significantly improved erectile quality, especially in older men who didn't respond to medications alone. Nitric oxide doesn't only support erections, it benefits your entire cardiovascular system. It helps lower blood pressure, improves circulation, and keeps your arteries flexible. That's why many men who struggle with erectile dysfunction also face heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes. All of these conditions involve poor nitric oxide availability. The reason why medications like sildenafil work is because they preserve the effects of nitric oxide. But if your body isn't producing enough nitric oxide to begin with, even these medications may have limited benefit. Thankfully, you don't have to rely solely on prescriptions to support nitric oxide. There are natural ways to encourage your body's production, and one of the most effective methods involves specific dietary choices. Certain foods contain compounds that your body can convert into nitric oxide. This is where many men over 60 can take simple daily action to restore better blood flow naturally. In my practice, I guide many patients to focus on these natural methods first. Supporting nitric oxide is often the missing link that helps men regain sexual confidence, improve erection quality, and support heart health all at the same time. In the next section, I'll reveal one simple drink that takes only 1 minute to prepare, but has been scientifically shown to increase nitric oxide levels, improve circulation, and directly support stronger erections in men over 60. The drink, Natural Nitrate Boosting Formula. One of the most effective and scientifically supported ways to increase nitric oxide levels naturally is through your diet. And when it comes to quick, practical solutions for men over 60, one drink stands out above the rest: beetroot juice. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. When you consume nitrates, your body converts them into nitric oxide through a biological pathway that bypasses many of the age-related declines in nitric oxide production. This makes beetroot juice an incredibly powerful tool for older men looking to restore blood flow and improve erectile performance. The process is simple but profound. You drink a small amount of beet juice. Nitrates from the beets enter your bloodstream and are converted to nitric oxide by enzymes and beneficial oral bacteria. This increase in nitric oxide relaxes your blood vessels, allowing for improved circulation not just to your heart and brain, but directly to the erectile tissues where strong blood flow is essential. In my practice, I've recommended this to many patients. One patient, Samuel, age 70, was struggling with mild erectile dysfunction. He didn't want to rely on medications unless absolutely necessary. I suggested he add a small glass of beetroot juice to his morning routine, combined with light walking and hydration. Within a few weeks, Samuel noticed firmer, longer-lasting erections and even improvements in his overall energy levels. The research supports what I see in real patients. A study published in the American Journal of Physiology showed that dietary nitrates significantly improve vascular function in older adults. Another study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine demonstrated that increased nitric oxide availability through nitrate-rich foods like beets can improve erectile quality, particularly in men with mild to moderate dysfunction. Beetroot juice is fast, simple, and safe for most men. Just 3 to 5 ounces per day is enough to make a difference. It takes about 1 minute to prepare and drink. Some men prefer pre-made beet juice, while others juice fresh beets at home. For those concerned about sugar intake, beetroot powder mixed with water is another excellent alternative, providing concentrated nitrates without added sugars. Of course, quality matters. Many commercial beet juices contain added sugars or are diluted. I always recommend choosing pure, organic beetroot juice or powders with no additives to get the full benefits without unnecessary ingredients. While beetroot juice is not a magic bullet, when used consistently as part of a daily routine, it can powerfully support nitric oxide production, improve blood vessel flexibility, and contribute to stronger, more reliable erections. And beyond sexual health, this simple drink also supports heart health, blood pressure control, and stamina, all critical factors for men over 60. In the next section, I'll walk you through the scientific studies that explain exactly why this natural nitrate boost works so effectively, and why so many men experience noticeable results within just weeks of starting this simple habit. Science-backed results you should know. Many men hear about natural remedies, but wonder if there's real science behind them. With beetroot juice and its nitrate-boosting effects, the evidence is solid. This isn't just a theory. Multiple studies have confirmed how effective dietary nitrates are in improving both vascular health and erectile function, especially in older men. Let's begin with vascular function. A study published in the American Journal of Physiology tested the effects of dietary nitrates on older adults. The researchers found that after supplementing with beetroot juice, participants showed significant improvements in blood vessel flexibility and circulation. Their arteries became more responsive, blood pressure improved, and blood flow increased throughout the body. These changes directly support stronger, longer-lasting erections by allowing more blood to reach the erectile tissues when arousal occurs. Another key study from the Journal of Sexual Medicine specifically examined the role of nitric oxide in erectile dysfunction. The researchers concluded that reduced nitric oxide availability is one of the leading causes of age-related erectile problems. They emphasized that increasing nitric oxide levels, whether through medication or natural methods like dietary nitrates, can improve erectile quality in men experiencing mild to moderate dysfunction. One study from the British Journal of Clinical Pharmacology further demonstrated that regular intake of dietary nitrates improves endothelial function. That's the health of the thin inner lining of your blood vessels. Healthier endothelium means better nitric oxide release, better blood flow, and stronger erections. In my clinical practice, I've seen these results firsthand. Take my patient Richard, age 72. He had tried various supplements and medications but was still struggling with weak erections. After evaluating his cardiovascular health, I recommended a simple regimen: 4 ounces of pure beetroot juice each morning, daily walking, and consistent hydration. Within 6 weeks, Richard reported stronger, more reliable erections and even noticed an improvement in his blood pressure readings. His confidence returned, and his quality of life dramatically improved. Another powerful benefit that studies confirm is how quickly results can begin to appear. Because beetroot juice increases nitric oxide relatively fast, many men notice improvements within weeks of starting daily consumption. While long-term consistency delivers the best results, some patients report feeling differences in energy, stamina, and erectile strength even within the first month. What makes this approach even more valuable is that it targets the underlying cause, poor circulation, rather than simply masking the symptoms. Unlike pills that force temporary blood flow, boosting nitric oxide naturally helps restore the body's own ability to regulate blood vessel dilation, benefiting not just sexual health but overall vascular function. Of course, no treatment works in isolation. The best results come when nitrate-rich foods like beetroot juice are combined with healthy lifestyle habits, such as maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, managing stress, and getting proper sleep. But for many men over 60, this simple drink can serve as a cornerstone in rebuilding the circulation needed for stronger erections and better overall vitality. In the next section, I'll share important warnings and common mistakes men make when trying this approach, so you can avoid the pitfalls and get the best possible results safely. Warnings, mistakes that block results. Beetroot juice is one of the most powerful natural tools for improving blood flow and erections, but like any solution, it can be misused. Many men make simple mistakes that limit or even block the full benefits. If you want to see real improvements, you need to avoid these common pitfalls. The first mistake is choosing the wrong product. Not all beetroot juices are created equal. Many store-bought brands are loaded with added sugars, preservatives, or are heavily diluted with water or other juices. These extra ingredients not only reduce the nitrate concentration but can also spike your blood sugar, which works directly against your vascular health. For men over 60, keeping blood sugar stable is crucial. The solution is simple. Choose pure, organic beetroot juice with no added sugars or unnecessary additives. If you're unsure, beetroot powder mixed with water is often even better, delivering a concentrated dose of nitrates without the extra sugar. The second mistake is overdosing. More is not always better. Some men believe that drinking large amounts will speed up the results. But excessive intake of dietary nitrates can stress the kidneys and affect blood pressure regulation, especially if you already have kidney issues or are on blood pressure medications. In my practice, I recommend sticking to 3 to 5 ounces of pure beet juice per day. This small amount provides plenty of nitrates to stimulate nitric oxide production without overwhelming the body. Another mistake is ignoring medication interactions. Beetroot juice naturally lowers blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels. If you are already taking medications for hypertension, adding too much beetroot juice without medical guidance can lower your blood pressure more than intended, leading to dizziness or lightheadedness. Always discuss any new routine with your doctor, especially if you're managing cardiovascular medications or blood thinners. Some men also fail to address the full picture of vascular health. Drinking beetroot juice while ignoring other lifestyle factors won't give you lasting results. If you're still smoking, overeating processed foods, avoiding exercise, or getting poor sleep, you're working against your body's ability to produce and use nitric oxide effectively. Think of beetroot juice as a support tool, not a standalone solution. I once treated a patient, Daniel, age 69, who was eager to try beetroot juice after hearing about its benefits. But after several weeks, he saw little improvement. When we reviewed his daily habits, it became clear that his high-salt diet, lack of physical activity, and irregular sleep were limiting the juice's effects. Once we addressed his lifestyle and created a simple, balanced plan, he saw steady improvements over the following months. Finally, consistency is key. Some men give up too early, expecting overnight results. Unlike prescription drugs that force blood flow immediately, natural solutions like beetroot juice work gradually, strengthening your body's natural ability to produce nitric oxide. Most men begin to see real improvements after several weeks of daily use. Missing doses or stopping early interrupts this progress. By avoiding these common mistakes, you give your body the best chance to respond fully to the benefits of beetroot juice. When done correctly, this simple drink can safely support stronger erections, better blood pressure, and improved circulation, all essential for men over 60 who want to maintain their vitality. In the next section, I'll show you how to combine this drink with a complete plan that maximizes results and supports long-term sexual and cardiovascular health. The complete plan for maximum performance. Beetroot juice can be a powerful tool, but for men over 60, the real success comes when you build a complete, sustainable routine that supports nitric oxide production and vascular health from multiple angles. It's not about doing one thing perfectly. It's about doing several simple things consistently. The first pillar is physical activity. Even light daily exercise has a profound impact on circulation. Walking 20 to 30 minutes a day helps improve endothelial function, stimulate nitric oxide production, and maintain healthy blood pressure. I've seen many patients who added light walking to their daily routine experience noticeable improvements in both erection quality and stamina within weeks. Exercise doesn't need to be intense. Consistency matters more than intensity. The second pillar is weight control. Excess body fat, especially around the midsection, actively suppresses nitric oxide production and increases inflammation, both of which harm vascular function. Even modest weight loss of 5% to 10% can lead to significant improvements in testosterone balance, energy, and erection quality. The third pillar is sleep. Poor sleep lowers testosterone, increases cortisol, and reduces your body's ability to produce nitric oxide. Men over 60 often experience fragmented sleep due to prostate or bladder issues. Addressing sleep hygiene, such as avoiding caffeine late in the day, limiting screen time before bed, and establishing a regular bedtime routine, can dramatically improve hormone balance and sexual function. The fourth pillar is hydration. Staying well hydrated ensures that blood volume remains stable, helping your heart and vessels deliver oxygen-rich blood where it's needed most. Dehydration thickens the blood, making circulation less efficient, which affects both energy and erection strength. The fifth pillar is nutrition. Beyond beetroot juice, many other foods help support nitric oxide and vascular health. Leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and kale are rich in nitrates. Foods high in antioxidants, such as pomegranates, blueberries, and dark chocolate, help protect blood vessels from oxidative damage. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish also support flexible, healthy arteries. The sixth pillar is stress management. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which lowers testosterone and constricts blood vessels. Meditation, breathing exercises, or even simple hobbies can reduce stress and support your body's ability to maintain healthy erections. Finally, consistency ties everything together. The men who experience the best long-term results are not those who make extreme short-term changes, but those who commit to steady daily habits. My patient Michael, 74, is a perfect example. After struggling for years, he began a simple plan. 1 small glass of pure beetroot juice every morning, 30 minutes of walking daily, improved sleep habits, and healthier eating. Within 3 months, he saw not only stronger erections but better blood pressure, energy, and overall well-being. By combining these elements, you create a powerful foundation for long-term sexual health. Beetroot juice plays a key role, but it works best when supported by these other simple habits. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is steady improvement. As your body adapts, your circulation improves and your confidence returns. With the right plan, many men over 60 experience stronger erections, more energy, and greater vitality, without needing extreme measures or risky medications. Small daily habits, done consistently, give you the control to protect your health, confidence, and intimacy for years to come. Now you understand why circulation is the key and how one simple drink can naturally boost your nitric oxide levels, improve your blood flow, and help you regain confidence. But remember, the drink works best when combined with daily habits like walking, better sleep, weight control, and stress management. Small, consistent steps can restore not only your sexual health, but your energy and vitality as you age. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to Glowing Age. Your support helps me continue to bring you clear, science-based advice that helps men over 60 live stronger, healthier lives.